So, hey, Jody, how are you today?
Hey, I'm good, Debbie. How are you?
I am awesome. So, I'm kind of curious. I want to hear from you. What was it that attracted you to LifeWave? Like, when you first heard about LifeWave, what was your story? What's your
Yeah.
story?
Well, actually, I heard about it in regards to my pain that I had had for 15 years, chronic pain from two head-on collisions. And honestly, I was just looking at the technology in the product. A friend of mine shared it with me, and I was pretty skeptical because I had tried, things like this before. But so that was really the first and only reason I tried LifeWave to see if it could help me get me out of pain. But what happened is it I had miraculous results in less than a week. And honestly, I got really excited about, wow, if this could help me, I really need to share this with my family. So that's
Yeah.
kind of how it started.
Yeah. Well, it starts that way with some people. Like they don't have any intention of doing the business, maybe, but then, they have results or somebody they know had results, and you
Right.
feel kind of compelled that you have to share this.
Yeah.
Um, Now, for me, I saw the business part of it right away because being in the health industry myself as a massage therapist and at a retirement age, I was still working. And, I was thinking to myself, what happens when I can't do this anymore? And I didn't have an answer. And that kind of scared me. So when my friend called and told me about this technology and how it used light, I already had two red light panels at home. So I was very excited about it. And I thought, man, when I kind of looked at the big picture, because I'm a big picture person,
Yeah.
and I saw that the company was 21 years old,
Yeah.
that the technology he created for the Navy SEALs, he was hired by the
Right.
government to create for the Navy SEALs, and then the women's Olympic swim team used it. And then, all these years they'd been earning millions of dollars. And then this one patch came out that was activating your stem cells. And, I mean, I just kind of looked at the facts
Yeah.
and in 80 countries. And I thought, man, there's something to this, or they wouldn't have lasted this long. They wouldn't be making all this money. And so I just jumped in and I just started sharing it out of sheer excitement
Yeah.
about the possibilities. And it just took off.
Yeah. No, I can relate with that because I had already been in natural modalities of health for 15 years, 16 maybe. And so, that was super appealing to me. That what was very appealing is it wasn't full of drugs and it didn't have any chemicals or stimulants. It was natural. That was right up my alley. And so yeah, when I had the results, I mean, talk about excitement. I started sharing it with my family, close friends, and they all had results, which honestly I had never experienced anything like that with some other companies that I was with. They had a product that so many other people had. There was a lot of competition. That was the other thing that was awesome. There's no competition with this. We are an innovative technology that no one else has, and I
Yep.
love it. And it works,
Yeah.
and yeah, it just kind of started snowballing.
Yeah. And for me too, and I think maybe you feel the same way, I just really resonated with like some of the videos that I was seeing and how there was like a spiritual element, like how he gave God the credit for these ideas. And he came up with a lot of ideas from reading the Bible and biblical codes. It's kind of way over my head. But I told a friend of mine, I said, when God sends a wind, you need to put up your sails
Yeah.
because that's what it felt like to me, like energetically, like everything that I saw, like I said, I'm a kind of a big picture, a big vision person, and I see the big vision quickly. And then I kind of go down into the details, but I know if the details are there because they substantiate the big vision.
Yeah. No, that's good.
And,
That's
um, and so, yeah, I feel like that that we're in this movement, that
that's
it's not
exactly.
just a
Mhm.
company, but it's
Yeah.
literally a movement to help humanity.
Yeah. No, then that's so true because the more I started to share it, what I realized is, and what I've known for myself for so long is, people they aren't as quick to run and get on a lot of drugs. because there are so many side effects.
Yeah.
And I think especially after the last 5 years,
Yeah.
people they want off the drugs,
Yeah.
and that's a big thing. And so that was so appealing to me. The bigger picture of there being just um yeah, I just kind of lost my train of thought,
Yeah.
but just that there's no, no drugs, no stimulants, and what it did was it what I found is, everybody is got something that seems to be going on with them. We all are aging, even younger. This isn't just for older people, but younger people, athletes,
Yes.
children,
Yes.
wide spectrum. But let's face it, everybody is got something they can improve on their body, and I haven't met one person yet that couldn't wouldn't love a little bit more income.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where we've been
Yeah.
in the recession and all of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, I just love this industry. Some people are maybe not fans of the industry, but I've always had good success within this industry. It's just been something that has blessed my life. And of course, I've been involved with companies that, didn't make it or whatever, but I never looked at it in a negative light.
Yeah.
I sometimes tell people, well, you probably dated a few people. It didn't work out. Did you stop dating? You have to take the
Right.
lesson and you have to keep moving forward. And I just love this industry because when you do find that company, that product, that team, that leadership that you're really genuinely excited about, that leveraged income, I'm making income on what other people are doing.
Right.
Yeah, I
Right.
couldn't do that as a massage therapist. If
No.
wasn't doing the massage, then I wasn't making any money.
Right.
So,
Right.
I want out of that trap.
Exactly.
And so I feel so blessed that we have found this and that we have the team that we do.
Yeah. No, me too. And weren't you able to walk away from your job or
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, from your
In a
okay.
year, I was earning more
Wow.
money with this than I
Wow.
was working full time as, massage therapist. So it was a huge blessing for me.
Yeah.
And I still get to help people. And I love
Right.
that.
Right. And that was me. That was a big thing for me. I've also been in some other companies and made some good income, but it wasn't what there wasn't a good system in place, and I didn't have any leadership, really a lot of help. And so I could go out and make some money, but my team wasn't making money, and I just it did not feel right.
Yeah.
And so, I wasn't really ever going to get back into this industry. But I realized with this, and the other thing that hit me was, stem cells. I actually had looked into that, super expensive, and didn't really want to put someone else's stem cells in my body, which is how they typically do it. But when you start to look at what we have and how we, fastest growing company in our industry, Bravo Award 2 years in a row. And then you take the stem cell industry and you combine those two. And if you understand the stem cell industry is going to be what, 300 billion. That was like, wow. I was just like, okay, there's something
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, Jody, thank you. And we're
Yeah.
going to kind of end it up right here. And so, yeah, I'm just going to hit the pause here, stop recording.